planets, galactic map, a robotic enemy, and more here on Cobra TV. Well, we all made it through this amazing No Man's Sky weekend, and we have enough info to keep us busy for a long time. So let's get right into some of it. Some of the things that we have learned are things we kinda knew but were on the fence about, but now we have confirmation. Plus some good news about multiplayer that came out of some bad news that we will talk about on another episode. But let's talk about a subject concerning planet placement. A lot of you seem to be split into two groups. Some of you love the closeness of the planets, and some of you don't. In my opinion, I think it's awesome, but I would really like to see a good balance. But it's so amazing to stand on a planet and see another one largely hanging off on the horizon. In a Game Informer interview, Sean Murray was asked that very question.
Are they normally that close together too?
Not always. It was a really difficult thing to bring together a build to show on stage because we had really limited time, you know. And I remember like Sony being a bit worried that we have this crazy ambitious game, but it's quite hard to boil down into a quick like soundbite of a trailer, if you know what I mean. So it was important that we chose planets that are really close together. But they are closer together generally in the game than you would find in real life in our universe. And that's a conscious decision that we've made. But it's only a little bit, actually. We have some planets that are like really, really far away, you know, and I like when that happens as well.
So there is a decent balance. That should be good news for those of you who wanted them a little further away. He also talks about the cave system and that you could get lost in them.
Over a kilometer away, you know, and I can see down here this huge cave network, and I've never really been down there, but I know that when I've gone down there before, like just a little bit, it just goes on forever and you can get totally lost.
At this point, that would be me. I hope he's going to add that waypoint back to your ship for somebody like me. But January's Game Informer also talks a little bit about the galactic map we will have, and in the new trailer we get to see it in action, and it's better than what I thought it was going to look like. He also talks in the Game Informer about being able to see your friends on the galactic map. And although it looks like we can warp super far away with just a push of the square button, that's not the case. We won't be able to warp as far as he did in the new trailer. He explains it here.
We kind of cheated a bit and said you could jump to anywhere.
Sean Murray explains to the interviewer that to demo the game for the trailer, they had to cheat a little bit so that way we could see just how far we could travel. And the sheer size of just a little bit of the universe that we were shown in this galactic map is insanely amazing. The warp animation that we see here is also cool. The trading so far in the game seems pretty simple. You can see as he enters the planet that the trading station is marked with a blue dot. As he lands, you can see him tracking for a dock to activate. When the dock locks in, the trading begins. At this point in the trailer, I was really hoping to see an alien hop out of another spaceship while it was docked. Or that he would walk across the dock and show what was at the main portion of the station. After it is done, it tells him how much money he nabbed for that trade. So it looks like these trading stations are pretty available all around the planet, and you could just mine and bring it back and cash in on it. In one of my vids, we talked about the Malevolent Force, but at this point, they seem like bots being used to keep us in line, as to not kill the animals or start blowing stuff up when we're mining. When I seen the first trailer, I had no idea that this little guy was going to be so big. So I wonder how big this little guy here would be. Being on foot, I wouldn't even know if we could stand a chance with this thing. One of the cooler things that we have learned is more info about the ships. There isn't any ammo to run out of. And again, here are the stats that you are looking at when buying a ship. Shields, laser beams, plasma shots, rapid fire shots, energy torpedo, wing, affects maneuverability. That must mean like the amount of wings that it have or the placement. Is it in the front? Is it in the rear? How long are they? How short are they? I guess all of that really does affect the way that the ship flies. hull separates stats to allow landing in toxic and corrosive radioactive environments. Engine, general speed, hyperdrive, hyperspace, jump, and distance, which that right there is going to be my main concern. Hyperdrive. We have also been told that we can buy ships when docked at space stations and or trading stations, so these all may be ships that we could potentially buy. In the Game Informer, it says that you could be in a situation where the ship you want to buy may take off before you have a chance to buy it, and that we have the option to go hunt it down. So I wonder if we do go hunt it down, we shoot it, it crashes. I wonder if that drops the price on that particular spaceship, or I wonder if it's free at that point. The portals that we see in the trailer teleport us to different worlds if you have a certain weapon combination. I wonder how far we could go without our ship. It looks like there's another portal just over there. I also wonder if you could accidentally run into another player while you're portal jumping. And the alien sounds that we hear right here or on any of the trailers, this is really cool. They are all procedurally generated, as Sean mentioned in the PlayStation Experience interview. He also mentions that the soundtrack being recorded by 65 Days of Static will be chopped up into tiny sound bites and then procedurally put back together for each planet or situation. How cool is that? Even the soundtrack of this game and the animal sounds are all procedurally generated for us. There is so much more to cover. This is just the start of it. Me and Bookshelf Gaming will be breaking down the trailers, so check back in a bit for that, and also the multiplayer episode as well. Got Sean Murray contradicting himself on that very topic. As always, I love you guys so much. I will be uploading every day or every other day. Until next time.